Hey, what's up everybody? This is Symbio from T3 Gaming, and we are at Collectors Inc. in Chico, California for the Winter WKO Open 2018. And we had about, how many players did we have? 22? 22 players. It was really fun. We had a lot of people come out from all over the place, and we wanted to chat here with the finals second place winner, Wes Betschart.
How's it going?
And Wes is one of the best players that I've played with in this area, and we want to talk to him about his team. Congratulations first.
Thank you.
On how well you did. How was your gaming overall today? Like, did you have a good time?
I had a good time, man. Every match was tough. So
it was no easy wins.
No easy wins. I got a lot of lucky rolls in my favor and not in my opponent's. So.
Yeah, well, that's always a wonderful day, usually, when the rolls roll in your favor. But I think one of the most exciting things is that Wes always brings really creative teams, and even though he knows, he's familiar with like the top tier 1 teams, right, he will always play something that's a little more creative and different. Let's see, at Sacramento WKO Open, you did top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
And you did play Jakeem, but it was tell us about that team real quick.
That was JSA with Jakeem, and I did the 3 new members from the HeroClix set. Red Tornado, Wonder Woman, and Dr. Midnight.
Nice. So yeah, and you didn't have any Colossals on that team.
No Colossals, no.
So, but let's look at this team, because this is a really exciting team. Tell us about what you played today.
So I played an Asgardian themed team with Scourge as my main guy, and then the Loki that creates the 2 illusions. But after we roll for map and before we place him, I take out the real Loki and I bring in the 60-point Green Lantern, who has TK and Pulse Wave. And he does get his 8 battery markers, which is really nice.
And he still gets to keep the 2 free Lokis,
and
right?
The free Lokis still stay. So pretty cool being able to have a TK Pulse Wave on Asgard themed team when you need it.
And now, is Green Oracle on your force?
Green Oracle's sideline.
Okay.
If he ever lives long enough, or I need a Perplex or Outwit, I'll take him out and put in Green Oracle. I didn't do it at all. Either he's on top quick with Running Shot Pulse Wave, which I like, or he's usually KO'd pretty quick, so didn't really get to bring her out too much. But that was the idea with her.
Tell us real quick about Scourge for anybody who doesn't know him from Thor set.
So Scourge, once per game, he can get a Scourge Last Stand marker in the square he's in. He can generate it any time. So I usually TK him out, sidestep up, middle map somewhere, drop the marker, and it gives him +2 defense, and he takes a maximum of 1 damage from attacks. And he can't be moved or placed by opposing characters. So he's just a really good tank. As long
he can't
as
be pulse waved either, right?
You can pulse wave him.
You can?
Yeah.
And he takes more than 1 damage?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was like it can't be ignored.
It'll ignore the trait. He's got a stop click, so
yeah,
he could most likely still survive a pulse wave. And Jane Foster heals him, hopefully, if he does get down there. And he's got a lot of steel energy too, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, and he's just a good tank for calling in.
So you're mainly calling in with him, not using his range combat expert unless you kind of need it, maybe?
Unless I need it, and it's a better option than calling in, because he's got a 7 range, so if all I have is close combat call-ins left, then I'll start range combat expert.
And then who's that dude in the back? I've never seen that figure before. Nobody plays that trash.
Frost Giant?
So tell me why you played this awesome Frost Giant.
Well, he's the only Colossal I have from Team.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
But he helps the Asgard theme.
No, but it's awesome. Yeah, it's
he helps the
theme.
Team. He does 3 damage to everyone that he retaliates on. And at the end of the turn, if he's physically next to someone, I can give them an action token.
Oh, that's huge right now.
So whether I hit or miss,
being able to token somebody.
It's a free in cap.
Right.
For 20
so you could
points.
keep somebody from calling in next turn,
right,
maybe, or like shredders, you know.
Push certain people too.
And then real quick, let's look at what ID cards that you decided to choose. Mostly like good attackers, like probably, right?
Charge Flurry Wonder Woman with Battle Fury to ignore shape change, and Blades if I want it. 100-point Manhunter, Psychic Blast 4 damage. Everyone knows Green Arrow.
Yep.
Power Girl, 7 range, Superman ally. I have to get Power 3 to call her in. So mostly inspiration plus 2 close combat attacks, which helps Scourge if he's on Steel Energy.
Nice.
And then chase Superman at 110. 9 range, 4 damage, or...
Wow, 110.
Yeah.
12 attack, 4 damage for 110?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's really sick. Then, nobody plays him for a Superman call-in. That's weird.
And then,
yeah, oh, there is that. So
yeah, so either range with him or charge for a big hit. So.
Now, were you ever trying to get to the end of the Justice League teleporter? Or?
I never tried to.
Okay, that wasn't ever the strategy, right? No. So like, was your strategy mainly to kind of move out into the middle of the map?
Middle. So the call-ins can get most places.
Okay, cool.
But I had a lot of people come to me, and I end up, we're just playing on my side of the map. Which.
So tell me what your 2 hardest games were real quick, like against what teams?
Definitely against Jesse.
That was the finals match, yeah.
So, which I lost, but that was very back and forth, but it was very fun. And then I played Jeff twice, who was running Shredders.
Yes.
And he beat me the first time, and it's on video. I don't know what happened in the second game, but somehow I was able to.
The Asgardian gods had your back, apparently.
Yeah, he was up for a while, but I landed some pulse waves with Lantern, which helps against entities and Supreme Intelligence. So.
Awesome. Nice. And I wanted to like kind of get your real quick idea on what do you think, like how do you come about building a creative team and versus like, I mean, do you still try to counter what you see as the tier 1 teams, or you just kind of like, I want to play what I want to play, kind of like, what's a good way to approach that?
A little bit of both. I usually just play what I own. Mm-hmm. So that's a limiting factor. I don't buy too much. I mean, it looks like I do. And I just try to do something that people don't see coming. I think that it's a little bit of a head game too.
Definitely.
So if people don't know what your pieces are and they don't understand how's Green Lantern on your Asgard theme team, you know, it kind of helps. But definitely taking 1 click at a time is always nice. So.
Yeah.
When I saw him previewed, I really liked him.
Cool. Yeah, Scourge, I played against Scourge once, Brett played it, and I was like, what? Oh, this guy's amazing. Like, why aren't more people playing it? I thought you couldn't pull save it. That would be one way to help. Right. But you were also, I noticed, calling in Wolverine to heal. Or not Wolverine. Oh, okay. What were you doing to heal him? You did something to heal him.
Jane Foster has support.
Foster.
Defendant support.
Okay. All right. So no other call-ins to get the healing.
And she can... If her target's next and opposing, she can just still support.
Okay.
Which is really nice.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Do you have any shout-outs? Anybody you want to... Your play testing partners?
Yeah, I play with Diego all the time.
Diego?
Eric, and then, you know, my girlfriend supports me, so that's real nice.
And you're from Modesto, right?
Manteca.
Oh, Manteca. Yeah. Okay.
They're adjacent.
Yeah. Well, cool. Congratulations again. Really great playing. I didn't get to play you today, but...
No, we haven't played since Clovis?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, we played a couple of tournaments, but never get matched up. Yeah. So, but yeah, well, congratulations again. Thanks for talking with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Symbio, and we are here with the first place winner of the Winter WizKids Open 2018 in Collectors Inc. At Chico, California. And where are your prizes? I guess they're all packed away.
It's packed up.
All right, that's fine.
I'm hiding it. I'm already going to be hiding it from my kids.
He won his Lockjaw and his Death's Head and Mandarin and War Machine. And first off, congratulations for a very hard-earned win.
Thank you.
Really, great job.
I was glad to take this one home. I was the runner-up in the last one at Chico.
Oh yes, you were. Yep.
And
so this is your lucky store, man.
A lot of it really has to do with feeling good, and the store makes you feel really, I mean, it makes me feel very comfortable.
Yeah. There's a lot of camaraderie here. Everybody's laid back, right?
Right.
So, congratulations. Jesse's been playing for how long now?
I've been playing for over a year.
Over a year, which is pretty amazing. Like, you've done so well over the last year, just learning this complex game.
I mean, I've been playing this game for a year, right? But I've been playing board games for positioning and strategy games. I've been playing Magic for a long, long time. So, and those do translate.
Yeah,
I think.
I can see that.
Once you once I sort of have a handle on the rules, I have a very tenuous grasp on it. But
just the strategy and the
strategy. I do know, like, you know what pieces to target. You know where you have a general mapping of what you want to do and which pieces that you want to use to cover the other pieces, and that's definitely pretty consistent across games.
Yeah, well, I mean, only still a year and a half being able to pick up and play the meta is definitely something to be proud of.
Yep.
So Jesse also is one of those players who does try to bring like very creative teams to the bill. He's a good kind of mad scientist in the background brewing teams. Tell us first what this new colossal figure you have behind there.
Well, you have to have a Nick Fury on your team, and this is my Nick Fury. I've been kind of getting burned for not playing the top ID Collins, Green Arrow, Hawkeye, and I still think I still unfortunately can't fit on this team. Those are definitely the best pieces in the meta right now, and you really should have them on your team if possible. Thankfully I did include Hawkeye. I didn't have Hawkeye on my other team because my other team for Sacramento was 50 points or less, and that was taking it way too extreme. Not having Hawkeye, not having Green Arrow, not having Nick Fury, you're not having
really debilitating yourself to the point you can't really.
You're crippling yourself, and I definitely went too far, and then I reined it back in a little bit. But yeah, this is very similar to the other SamCap teams. This is also very similar to my.
So tell us about what this team does. What were your main figures?
So
you have some sidelines.
This is definitely an Alpha Strike team. This is a ranged Alpha Strike team. I'm trying to get up to about mid-range. I'm trying to call in either Superman Blue if I expected them to be able to counter me and come back at me, or if I can actually just cripple them, I will call in Hawkeye and then just machine gun them down.
Now, so tell us how it works, though, in case people don't know.
It works.
You've got your shifting focus Doctor Strange.
Really, 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 really simple. The SamCap is amazing, and she's something to behold. She's able to, if they don't have Nighthawk Prime, which we didn't see a whole lot of that in this tournament, which I was extremely happy about.
Helped a lot.
It helped a lot.
Did you have to play any Nighthawk Prime today?
No, never. So you're able to pretty much go the map because when you carry her, because for one thing, Overdrive is insane, and I think
everyone knows.
Finally getting the two, for an uncommon, it is just absolutely nuts. 11 spaces and sidestep. But when you're carrying SamCap, it's 3 extra additional spaces. So the swing is amazing. When you carry her, you can use a power action, non-free action after. So I can go down the map. I can call in a shooter with 8 range.
You get a +3 speed on Overdrive.
+3 speed. I use a level shield ID and even add even more to the range with Hawkeye with her. And I'm able to outwit with Hawkeye no matter what. With General Lane. So General Lane gives them Superman enemy. So I'm able to outwit whatever the defensive abilities is, and then just able to just shoot. And so it's really, really, really basic. It's so fun because I like to have a lot of moving pieces and a lot of.
Yeah, you don't like tent-pole teams. You like things with synergy.
Right. I like synergy. I like getting it's amazing. You can with 50-point characters, you can make your own Superman. Right. And this one you can make
that's what makes a team, right?
It's a team. It's an actual team, and I just love that about that.
And what is Dr. Midnight doing for you?
He doesn't do as much as I hoped, but what he can do is, so when I'm against Peace Machine or something like that, what I can do is, you're going to end up, it's very much for Peace Machine. You're gonna only do 3 damage. You're gonna put the final click. You can charge with the Hootie. You perplex down with your Dr. Midnight and your SamCap. who both have perplex on their top
down
dial.
To a 17.
Take it down to 17, so you shoot it with your call-in, and it's going to go your Hawkeye. You're going to machine gun various stuff, and then you're left with a peace machine on 1 click. And then you summon the Hootie. It's going to be a 10 on a 15 to do the final damage.
Nice.
But there's
so there's some reverse engineering at play where you've been brewing, particularly to counter what you've seen. In the
exactly what the top pieces are, and then I want to make sure that at least like even a magical Christmas land
if everything
scenario,
up, right?
if everything lines up, I can actually do it. Because if you can't even do that, you got to scrap your team.
That's a very good good suggestion for people.
But the extreme magical Christmas land that I wanted to happen that never did happen was for me to be able to. Free action, I would place like this. I'd be able to free action Hootie, call in Magneto, be able to attack twice with 11 for 5 damage Magneto, and then be able to attack with an 11 for 5 Hootie with TK.
Nice.
And I mean that would have been
Christmas.
Absolutely Christmas, and that would have been awesome. It never happened. It probably never will, but I just thought it was neat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, also that doesn't count towards your actions, which is
huge.
Which is huge.
Because like I don't know.
And it has exploit
weakness.
weakness.
He has leadership, right? General
yes.
Lane? So you get 4 actions.
You get 5 actions in that turn.
That's pretty huge, actually.
Right.
I definitely see how that.
And then Carnage, which is insane, and everyone knows it's insane, is just more action. So like this team can have so
much attack, right?
Yes. This team to do like 6 actions in a turn. Oh, it's really unfair. That's my advantage.
That's amazing, though, and nobody else kind of brewed that particular method. Now, I just want to.
There are teams that are really similar.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. I mean, like PJ Bolin is, and definitely played.
No, there's a double Sam Cap team that this is very, very close to.
Yeah. So, tell us real quick about what you had to play today.
Okay. So I actually played Odin Prime post ruling. Twice, the same guy. The games were both incredibly fun, I played a lot of people that I couldn't outwit, and so that was really neat. I played a Flash God of Death main team. I played the Odin teams, like I said, twice.
And Jonah plays that team very well. He's been practicing that.
Yeah,
so
and
all the Odin players, like
he really does. He has an idea, and you can see
knows exactly what he's going to do.
Yes. I don't say I had a totally easy road, because when you can't outwit stuff, this team doesn't. That's part of what you're hoping. You're hoping for a lot of soft targets. I played another Sam Cap team, and I won the die roll. It came down to that. I just passed my turn. Let him.
So it's whoever hits first.
It's whoever hit first, and so he passed his turn basically. And that was about it. I played another Sam Cap in the top 8, and that was a Sam Cap. No, that wasn't Sam Cap. Excuse me. That was a Magneto Chase Doc Ock X-Men team.
Right.
That Diego did, and I was able. There was a situation. He's unfortunately spent a lot of actions equipping his guys, and that's my problem with equipping. It's
a little slow in this.
And if a team like mine to compress you're just asking for me to come and press. And once I see double tokens on both your guys, I can come in and press. And that's what happened. Normally I think when he's able to set up, I think he just would demolish people. And again, it was not a good matchup. I also played a Beta Ray team, and General Lane and Sam Cap is I played a Hulk version of this version, and Beta Ray does not want to see these pieces, because I can call in near him. I can outwit the prob issue, and then I'm just free to do whatever I want from there.
Nice, yeah.
And that's
And then in the finals he had to play against Wes Betschart's incredible Asgardian theme team, and also this tournament we had, like, I was the only one playing Unimine. I got knocked out in top 8, and then we also had 3 Shredder teams.
Lots of Shredders, and I never had to play a Shredder.
Yeah, so like
which I think is probably
Shredders are hard no matter what.
Probably
right?
part of my You know, yes, I can go up to mid-range and hopefully shoot an overdrive if they have an overdrive. If they don't have, if they're running the versions without overdrive, I think it's becomes very difficult for my team.
I mean, you still have quite a bit of firepower on your team, and getting those 5 attacks.
Right.
You know, even though you didn't play against Shredder, I still think your team and the outwits, you still have a lot of good possibilities. But there's nothing that really counters Shredder directly without being.
And that's why it's
always worked.
And that's why it's so good.
It's always worked. But we did have 3 Shredders. One made it into the top 4. So you know, Jeff Bullard's team. So how do you feel? Like, you've been putting a lot of work into it. You want a tournament now. Like, how do you feel about the kind of current HeroClix scene? And do you feel like it's in a healthy state right now?
I think it's in a very healthy state. I think people are playing all kinds of crazy jank and doing well with it. So I think it's very healthy.
Right on. And what are you going to do with your lockjaw?
I'm going to keep it. I read the Black Bolt comic book, so it was something that I definitely wanted just for myself. And he's also OP.
Very, very, very playable figure.
Very playable.
That's the best of both worlds, right? A figure you love, comic accurate in some ways, you know. But that's great. Do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I got a shout-out to my friend Justin, who's right over here. He's the guy he brought me into the game. He's been a great teacher for me, and yeah, he's been awesome. And then to my kids, who are my general playtesters.
Yay!
Playtesters.
Awesome. And they're gonna hopefully watch this video, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. I know you're tired. It's been a long day.
And thank you for all your videos. Like, I really like. So I do also have to thank all the content providers, the Daniel Powell, you, T3, and all the T3's great product, Aaron Cantu and his stuff, the blanking on the Majestics, but also the
critical
clicks.
Yeah,
like all that stuff is stuff I listen to avidly during my work.
And you're one of those kind of consumers of content that actually like give back to the content. You always comment, you always share your thoughts, and kind of provide positive feedback.
I appreciate when you do.
That's great.
When you have a scene that's very limited, all that content is your experience. It's like people, even if you completely disagree with it, it is information for you.
Exactly, and it's free, and all of us do this for not making any money.
Right.
So you know.
And it keeps me in the game, and I'm sure there's lots of other people like that. It's just like that's the connection that you have. You maybe have 1 or 2 people that you know that you play with
in your local group.
Local group, but other than that, you would kind of like start getting distant and away from the meta and that kind of stuff. But the community keeps bringing me back. Awesome. This community specifically.
Yeah, well, you're a big part of it, so we thank you too. All right, well, thank you very much for spending time with us. Congratulations again, a well-earned win, and we'll hope to see you again in another video. We will be sharing all these videos of the games. Unfortunately, the finals match got cut a little short, but hopefully Jess can provide a little play-by-play in the comments of what happens at the beginning of the match. So, all right, we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you.